Podia is another learning management system, which since I was doing my research around this and kind of looking at different companies targeting the creator economy, I realized that they're actually really big on courses, webinars, downloads, and community. I have not checked out their community feature. I'm actually planning to check this out. Because I think that an LMS needs to be strong community. I've yet to see an LMS that is like has a community aspect that I really think is great. They need to have an app. Social networks are mobile networks. Every social network is more than 50%. Like Twitter, I think is 60% mobile. And everything else is 80 to 90% mobile, including Facebook.
Yeah, YouTube is majority mobile too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's so many of them. All the biggest social networks are 100% mobile. TikTok, Instagram, and Snap, right? And then Facebook, I think was 80 or 90% now, and YouTube is like 70, whatever,
But we're flagging.
Anyways, so
Podia.
So Podia.com. So Podia. So headline: everything you need to sell courses, webinars, downloads, and community. Never worry about getting a bunch of different tools to talk to each other again. That sounds pretty promising. So they have this thing called the Creator Fellowship. And it says here, one creator will win at least $1,000. But for every creator you nominate, we add $1 to the prize. And it was actually, there was some fine print here up to $3,500. So what I think is cool, they're giving away money. And if you nominate somebody, a creator, who ends up winning, you get $500 too. So I guess they're in it for about there it is. The prize pool is capped at $3,500 when we hit 35 nominees. So I don't know whether or not.
It was capped. Oh,
yeah. Gotcha. So I don't know if that $500, if somebody nominates that person, if that's coming out of the 3,500, or are they going to give away 4,000? But what I think is interesting about this is that I'm here on Crunchbase. Podia raised $3.1 million, right? They have 6 employee profiles. So that means they're kind of a small company. $3 million, raising $3 million is not huge, right? Kind of a small company. They got 3 investors, okay? And then I looked them up on the way back. I looked up this page on the Wayback Machine because I saw that it's closed. Yeah, it's closed. You cannot nominate anybody anymore, okay? So I went there and then I saw that back in January, they did the same thing. And they said, we're giving away one Podia creator $2,022 to make 2022 their most successful year yet. Can you imagine if just $2,022 would make your year the most successful year ever? I mean, imagine how impactful that would be. Dun, dun, dun. So what I think is kind of interesting about this. There. Yeah, I think what's interesting about
they're trying to give away some free money. Who's not going to like free money? And yeah, they've done a decent effort, put in a decent effort here of trying to attract some attention. Matt, I don't know if we're ready to move on here, buddy, but I see your 1,000 plus $1 plus multiple single dollars with a max of 3,500. I see your 1,000 and I will raise you 100,000 for the Teachable option. Teachable is in the game too. And so, yeah, sharing my screen here. Teachable is obviously a huge platform. Clearly, leaders in the content creation space as well. And they're doing something pretty exciting. They say $100,000 grand prize, the next big creator competition. Are you the next big creator? This is your opportunity to find out and also win $100,000 for earning big on Teachable. This is a huge.
This is way more. And it says also here, it says, or one of 3 runner-up prizes of $10,000.
Yeah. Now, but like if you scroll all the way down, they got all the steps, right? I don't know if you had time to check this out. I checked this out before we hit the record button today. If you scroll all the way down, they got the different tracks. Now, if you want to win the 100,000, you have to win the #1 revenue generator in each track of all 4 tracks. So what we got here, the kickoff, you're just starting out. Validate, you've created and shared some level of content. Rising, you've made sales, whether in online courses or through other content. And then verified, you're already a standout and you're here to prove it. If you just kick butt, you get the #1 place in one of these tracks. then you qualify for the $10,000, one of the $10,000 sub prizes, right? But I mean, yeah, whoever gets the $100,000 is definitely going to have to really kick butt in all of these
Whoever
areas.
gets the $100,000 already has $100,000. Like if you're able to make that, if you have an audience large enough to do that,
yeah, they're probably
then they're
already
not really
rocking and
giving.
rolling.
Yeah, they're not really giving the money to like an up and coming, right? So whatever. I'm going with Podia. I think Podia is cooler. Okay, $1,000 up to $3,500 just for being nominated. They just get to choose you out of a hat. I don't know how they're going to choose.
But what
I will mention that Podia was what?
Keep going.
Podia has a YouTube channel and they're making some content and they're really trying to attract some creators with this creator fellowship. I also think it's smart for them because if for every person that gets nominated, they add $1, right? So if the prize pool gets to $3,500, okay, that means that they got 2,500 leads. So as a business, I think that's pretty good. And I think it's so good that we should do something. Once our audience gets a little bit bigger, right? So we have enough people who will actually apply. We're going to have $1,000. Yeah, we're going to do $1,000 creator thing too. If Podia can do it, we could do it. Yeah. We just need to make sure that if we got like, for example, 1,000 creators apply, you know, it's 1,000 leads, $1 a lead. It's pretty good. So I don't know. I thought the Podia thing was funny because it was a small amount.
Yeah.
Right. When I first saw it, I was like, $1,000. And then I looked up and I was like, why are they leaving with that? Like, are they doing this every month? That's why I went to the Wayback Machine and I saw that they gave away $2,200. So probably what they figured out was that they weren't getting $2,022. So they were probably not getting enough leads to justify the $2,022.
Yeah.
But I think it's just not enough. Like $1,000 is like give 1,000 to 10 creators. That would be, you know, wow, cool, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they could do like $1,000 every month.
Where I kind of equate this to is like the gold rush. You know what I mean? People always love using this example. You're going to, if you haven't heard it before, I guarantee you're going to hear it multiple times. It's the, you know, the people who are actually going out there to trying to find the gold. And then you've got the successful entrepreneur that's selling the pickaxes and the shovels and all of the equipment for those gold rush pioneers to discover and find the gold, right? Well, now we've got all of these brands, Teachable, Podia, Thinkific, HubSpot, all of these different brands that are working their butts off, offering prize money, trying to find all kinds of ways to create those pickaxes and shovels so that the content creators can go out there and generate revenue for themselves. It's really kind of entertaining to really like what we're doing here is like picking through all of these different brands' strategies and to figure out that they all have similar approaches and different approaches and they're all basically trying to do the exact same thing. They're trying to get as many creators on their platform as possible and then brag about how much money their creators are generating in revenue.
Right. You know what's cool about the Wayback Machine on the Podia thing is that they're also giving away a bunch of courses.
Oh, were they?
You know what would be better? You know what we should do? We can team up with Podia. We'll say, hey, we will double it from if you for every one person, we'll give you another $1. Now we're going to be at $7,000. And then we get partner with Podia. And then what I've been seeing a lot of people do is that they get all these software companies or whatever courses and they bundle it all in. So you also get all access to software courses, which could make that prize value, you know, $50,000, but it's like you're getting like AWS credits. Maybe you get a Dropbox account, you get like whatever, right? That gives you all these tools and resources that you might need as a creator. And that way you're not giving up cash money. And then all these companies and brands are basically sponsoring your thing. We should put this together.
I think that's brilliant, dude, because what a lot of people convince themselves that they can't become a content creator because of all the startup costs. Because maybe they just don't have the budget. Maybe they just don't have the funds. But if they could win all of these tools and softwares and whatnot that would negate the startup costs, then what excuse would they have? They could still become a content creator.
Well,
that's a great idea.
You know what you do is you create a viral loop. You know, once they put in their email address, then it says, okay, share. And then when you share, you get points. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you know how those things work? Like King Sumo, there's
I've never
like
used them, but I know
contest
you have.
domination.
Yeah, I know how they work.
Yeah.
I've participated in them, but yeah.
Yeah, Refinery. These are all tools where you opt in, then you get your own unique link, and then you share it, and people click on it, and they come and opt in. You get points. But what's funny about all those things is that you know who wins is the person who got the most people to come in. That's the way that it ends up working out. I happen to know this from the back end of softwares and stuff. So then you would just end up getting a lot of people opting in, and you build this huge audience of creators. You know, we're talking about this right now. I think we should actually do this.
That's a great idea, man.
Literally,
I like it.
literally. I think we're gonna do this. I think we should do this like getting close to the end of the year. We're gonna build up our audience enough so that we can get enough leverage, or we partner with something like Podia. So we'll tag Podia. Who knows if they actually watch this video? So shout out Podia.
Shout out
We think
Podia.
that your Podia, your $1,000 is better than the Teachable. I think the Teachable thing is only going to somebody who's already got the money. $1,000 is going to a creator who might actually
agree.
need it. That
With the way they structure
$2,022.
things, it looks like someone who's already winning in that game is going to end up winning the 100,000.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be,
I don't like Teachable. $2,022 is going to make your 2022 the most successful year ever.
But we're
All right,
going to help them bump up that $2,022 to something else.
Yo, Podia, if you want to work together, we'll double it up. Okay,
Yeah, let's
I'll put
double
in
it up.
$1 for every dollar.